Nice.
Welcome to Action Packed, where we look at action movies and find out just how packed they are. Today we'll be looking at The Sixth Day, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and released in Y2K, the year that the world was supposed to fall apart. The movie answers the question we all had until it came out. What if there were two Arnold Schwarzeneggers in a movie? It's directed by Roger Spottiswoode, which makes this a good fit for the channel so far, because Spottiswoode also directed the 1997 James Bond movie Tomorrow Never Dies with Pierce Brosnan. The Sixth Day had a huge budget of $86 million, but only had a return of $96 million. It's also the film debut of one Terry Crews.
It's me!
The movie follows Adam Gibson, a charter pilot who gets cloned by accident by cloning company CEO Michael Drucker. The movie is set at an unspecified time in the future where cloning pets is available, but cloning people is illegal, protected under what's called the Sixth Day Law. Gibson uncovers a larger plot by Drucker and has to fight to save his family from the people looking to kill him to keep the cloning silent. Are two Arnies better than one? Let's start the movie and find out. The movie begins with an XFL game, which is a weird way to open anything. Star player Johnny Phoenix is seriously injured, being taken to an ambulance with Robert Marshall. Oh shit, is that Michael Rooker? Marshall's on a Bluetooth with his boss Michael Drucker, who tells him to turn off Johnny's life support, throwing him into cardiac arrest and adding an early kill to our list. After our introduction scene, we meet Adam Gibson, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday, buddy. His wife Natalie calls him in for some smooching, but they're interrupted by their daughter Clara, who made birthday breakfast. Clara asks her dad for a sim pal, creepy life-size doll that can grow real hair and play games. This comes back later. Adam heads out for work with his business partner and best friend Hank Morgan. Hank is all about that future life and points out a few shaving cuts on Adam, telling him that a laser razor wouldn't do that. Hank also nonchalantly asks Adam to come hang out after work, but Adam already knows Natalie is throwing him a surprise birthday party. At work, Adam plays around with a new remote control for his helicopter and meets Trip, a first-time flyer with his company, XX Charter. Trip gets a weird amount of screen time, so you know there's something up with this guy. They're gearing up for a big contract today as billionaire Michael Drucker wants to do a little boarding. Natalie video calls Adam at work and tells him their dog Oliver has to be put down. That's sad. She asks him to head over to Repet, a pet cloning service that can make our little friends last forever. That sounds a bit too future-y for Adam, so he isn't down with that, deciding that it's better to tell Clara the truth about the debt.
Will you do it?
No.
Thank you,
But I
darling,
won't do
and
it.
Clara, thanks. You
No,
too. Love you.
listen.
Bye-bye.
Natalie.
Guess you're going to Repet, man. Also, why does he get an ad for his own company after this video call? That's kind of weird. Hopping into their helicopters, we get some crazy 2000 CG as they fly their group of clients out to the dopest slopes. When they get back to the office, one of Drucker's bodyguards gives them the contract for their flight and for a drug test. Inside, they have the test taken with their sight checked and blood taken as well. Even though Drucker specifically asked for Adam to fly him, Hank says he'll pretend to be Adam, so Adam can go check out Repet and enjoy his birthday. Drucker shows up and introduces himself, and Hank heads back off to the same spot they dropped the group off at earlier. We get an FPS shot here from Drucker's perspective as they land. He looks out the window and sees Trip with a gun drawn. I knew there was something up with this guy. He pulls the trigger, putting Michael Drucker on our kills and giving us this cool transition. Drucker's the only one I'll count for now because we don't see anything else happen on camera yet. Adam arrives at the mall, but he's having a nap in the back of his cab. Midday naps really do make the perfect birthdays. The cabbie wakes him up and he heads up to Repet. Adam watches an ad about how everything works in the store before a salesman swoops in and starts hard selling him. But Adam spots a SimPal store across the hall, the doll Clara was asking for earlier. Thinking it'd be easier to break the news if he brought her home the doll she wanted, he heads over to get one. Oh my god, look at this thing. That is terrifying. We get a CSI transition here, weird, to Adam in a cab on his way home. He calls Hank to find out where the hell he was, as there was no one at the party. He asks him to call him back because he's confused as hell, and I'm sorry, can we deal with this thing, like turn it off or something?
Excuse me, do you know how to turn this thing off?
Getting home, Adam does a little rehearsing for how he's going to break the news to Clara about Oliver. But oh, what? It's Oliver. Natalie must have gone to Repet after all. He steps up to the front door to go inside, but here's a group of people singing happy birthday. He goes over to the front window to take a peek inside and sees Adam with a sim pal for Clara too? Aw man, nobody likes a double gift. What's he gonna do? Before he can wrap his head around what's going on, two agents, Vincent and Talia, confront him. They try to get Adam to come with them peacefully, saying there's been a breach of the Sixth Day Law and he was cloned. But Adam wants to go inside, so Talia tasers him. But this is Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger, so that tase doesn't keep him down for very long, and he grabs Talia's arm and uses the taser on Vincent. A third agent named Wiley, no relation to Coyote, jumps out of the van and shoots at Adam. Adam makes a break for his garage, and Robert Marshall from earlier also comes out of the van, introducing us to our full assassin team. Adam is able to get to his old Cadillac, but Talia jumps in the passenger side window before he can get to the road. She threatens him with a gun, but he threatens her with some reckless driving, crashing and taking her gun away from her.
Car chase. Cool.
That's right, Wiley. This adds our first chase to the list. Even driving through some guy's whole-ass house? Adam tries to get some information about what's going on from Talia, and she tells him that his family's gonna die if they know he's been cloned. The van pulls up beside Adam, and Wiley pulls out a laser rifle this time and shoots into Adam's car, but he doesn't hit Adam at all. He hits Talia right in the neck, too. Jeez. He shoots again and takes out the passenger side door, jettisoning Talia from her ride-along and adding her to our kills. With the chase still going on, Wiley leans out for a second try at putting Adam down. Adam sees him in the rearview mirror, slamming on his brakes. The van hits the Cadillac and sends Wiley to the ground. Adam and Robert both straight up just run over the guy, adding Wiley to our list also. With the Cadillac all beat to shit, Adam can't control it and it veers off the road and off a cliff. Robert and Vincent head down to take a look, thinking it must have killed him, but he somehow jumped out and held onto this broken fence? I guess T-800s are hard to kill. Robert gets Vincent to hold his belt while he leans over and tries to get a shot at Adam, but Adam just says fuck it and jumps all the way down into the water. Okay, now he must be dead, you guys. Just send someone to collect the body. Don't investigate or anything. We go from there to an opening party held for Dr. Griffin Weir's new building. Dr. Weir is the man who's brought the world all the cloning it loves, and doesn't love, as this party is surrounded by protesters. Weir is getting hit with questions left and right about human cloning and his stance on the 6th Day Law. Not really knowing how to answer, he's saved by the now alive again Michael Drucker. When asked what Drucker thinks about the 6th Day Law, he gives an example of two little kids. One kid has liver cancer and can be saved with Weir's work, while the other kid has a brain tumor and brains can't be cloned like other organs, so they'd have to clone the entire person. He asks how they tell the brain tumor kid's parents that they can't save him because of scared politicians making a law they didn't fully understand. Then he drops the mic and walks away with Weir. In the saddest side plot ever, Weir finds his wife away from the party. She's all sick and exhausted, so Weir says he'll call for a car to take her home. Drucker, however, feels great. Even though he should be dead, he's still in the party socializing and runs into the Speaker for the House of Commons, a pretty significant political figure to have on your side if you're, say, trying to get a law changed. The Speaker and Drucker head up to Drucker's office for a drink. The Speaker says Drucker's speech hit him personally, as his son Billy is that kid with the brain tumor. Drucker's speech changed his whole perspective on the idea of cloning. Convenient for you, Mr. Evil Billionaire, sir. Back with Adam, he heads to a police station for help. He wants the police to go get his wife and daughter, telling the cop they aren't safe. The cop notices that Adam is listed as a psychiatric patient and brings him into a holding room, telling him he's going to look further into things and get back to him. Robert gets word that Adam is being held at the precinct, and we get our first look into Weir's lab. It's all clones! And we get to see the process for Talia and Wiley, both being cloned back to life after their cool car chase. With the assassin team back at full strength, they head to the police station to recapture Adam. But Wiley's not feeling so great, so he stays outside for some fresh air. Adam looks out the window and catches the assassins on their way into the building. Using his Arnie strength, he rips out this chair and uses it to block the door. What a stud. He makes a getaway through the two-way mirror that doubles as a TV, because this is the future and everything doubles as a TV. Adam almost makes a clean getaway, but he runs into Wiley outside. Wiley pulls his gun and almost shoots Adam, but Adam terminates Wiley's neck, adding Wiley to our kills for the second time. Robert and crew find Wiley outside and quickly dismiss that he's dead to avoid suspicion. I don't know, man, his tongue is flopping out and shit.
No, also strong. He'll be up and around in no time.
Adam goes to the one place they'll never find him, his best friend's house. Yeah, perfect spot. Hank just got home actually and is feeling pretty disoriented.
You missed my party?
Yeah, okay, Adam. There's some bigger things going on. Get over it. Adam tries to give Hank the rundown on what's going on, but Hank isn't following. Nobody follows Adam's story. Pretty straightforward, you know? They head off to Adam's house so we can show Hank exactly what he means. Another place those evil guys looking to kill you will never find you, man. Just great thinking. Adam's clone is working in the garage and Hank and Adam watch him from the bushes. Hank asks Adam what his plan is, and Adam says he's just gonna kill him. It's a clone. It's not a real person. Whatever. Getting up behind the clone, he's about to pull the trigger, but he just can't bring himself to do it. Natalie comes out and meets the clone in the garage, and real Adam looks on helpless and sad as his clone gets frisky with his wife. Clara's also awake and comes up behind the real Adam and Hank. Adam tells Hank to wait there as he brings Clara back to bed, and wow, would you look at that, the group of clone killers pulled up at the house. Hank keeps watch on the clone, getting some hanky-panky and smoking cigars with Natalie. Yeah, you better just get out of there, man. The clone killers knock on the door and Adam answers, pretending he's his clone. The killers are pretending to be a security service and tell Adam they're there because of the commotion earlier. Hank comes up behind him and almost gets shot, and Oliver starts barking. The Rookaroonies leave, not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Natalie and the clone Adam hear the barking, and clone Adam goes to investigate. Not seeing anything either, he hushes Oliver and goes back outside to Natalie, missing the real Adam and Hank, who were right behind the couch. Back at Hank's house, Hank tells Adam all about what the clone was up to with his wife.
You smoked my stogie too?
He smoked your stogie.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Smoked your stogie.
Oh shit, it's Trip, and he just kills Hank? Okay. Adam uses Hank's virtual girlfriend as a distraction, tackling Trip and wrestles the gun into Trip's stomach, blowing a hole through him before missing a few shots and getting away. Adam gets his own gun from Hank's body and quickly goes after Trip for answers. Trip almost gets away but passes out at the wheel and crashes. Adam goes over to him and he admits that he killed Hank because he was a clone. The real Hank died when he killed Drucker on that mountain. The Rookaroonies are here as well, and Trip blows his own fucking head off because he doesn't want to be sin-coded for information. Oh my god. A little chase ensues, and due to the rules that I put in my Thunderball video, I guess I count it? Adam is able to shoot off Talia's fingers and Rooker's foot. They come back fully recovered later though, so I assume they were killed and cloned? I'll just add them. Adam escapes using Talia's thumb for identification and he goes right back to work. They'll never find me here. We get a somber shot of him looking at a picture of his family that looks like it was taken the same day. And then we catch up on the saddest side plot of all time. Dr. Weir's wife being diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. She turns down wanting to be cloned again, revealing that she's died in the past and doesn't want to come back anymore. That's it for Weir's wife, man. With her diagnosis, Weir looks at the DNA of everybody who's been cloned, realizing that Drucker's been putting illness into the clones as a contingency if they ever turn on them. I guess it's the next day now, and Adam heads to Drucker and Weir's lab to confront Weir. The Rookaroonies get to the lab while Adam is mid-sneak and find out that he's using Talia's thumb to log in, alerting security, but really only giving this guy as a tool for Arnie to use. He gets to Weir and finds out he was accidentally cloned because it was him that was supposed to be on the flight with Drucker. They cloned everybody to keep the appearance that Drucker never died. If it came out that he was a clone, he'd lose everything, as clones don't have rights. Weir shows Adam what Drucker saw before he died, giving us 2 more kills to finally add as we see Hank and this security guy at the side of the helicopter also get shot by Trip. Robert concludes Adam must be with Weir because they can't find him on the cameras, but by the time they get to Weir, Adam has escaped with Drucker's sin coding as well as his own. Drucker, in retaliation, gets Talia and Vincent to hunt down Adam's family and take them hostage. They go to Adam's house and Terry kicks the shit out of this boy, but they eventually find out that the clone Adam, Natalie, and Clara are at the school for a recital. Clara has to go to the washroom, so she's sent by herself, and then the play starts, and that's how clone Adam and Natalie realize she's not there. So the teacher let her leave like right before this started. That seems irresponsible. Natalie goes to look for her and sees Clara trapped by some dogs. Vincent and Talia walk up and say they'll rip Clara apart if they don't come with them. Oh shit, that's kind of heavy. Clone Adam comes out just in time to see them being taken away and runs into real Adam at the school. Real Adam knocks clone Adam the fuck out for sleeping with his wife and smoking his stogie. Now that they're even, they get on pretty well. Heading back to XX Charter to make some bombs for a pending confrontation.
Cool.
Real Adam has a little video chat with Drucker and says he'll have his sin coding at XX headquarters. They plan to meet up, but meanwhile, Weir is sick of all this shit, going into Drucker's office and confronting him about the illness in each clone. He takes it pretty personal that there wasn't even an exception for his wife and quits right there. But Drucker really takes on the perfect villain, telling Weir that he's gonna do him this grand favor and kills him, planning to clone him and his wife, erasing these memories from their head so they can live happily ever after.
You're welcome.
During the meetup at XX, Adam is piloting one of his helicopters as Robert and Talia arrive. They immediately start shooting down the helicopter and we get some actual explosions to add. One as it blows up in the sky and another as it crashes to the ground. But there's no kill here as Adam knew he was going to be double-crossed, operating the helicopter remotely from his other helicopter, which is by the Weir building. He lands and uses his contract given to him before he had his sin coding and DNA taken to get access to the building. Drucker finds out he's on his way and locks the building down. Adam is able to shoot out a few cameras and make a break for the stairs. Eventually he's cornered, and after a flashback about how good of a dad he is, he agrees to be taken to Drucker. Drucker shows Adam his family and that they're unharmed, except psychologically. Adam doesn't have Drucker's sin coding, that's with the clone, because Adam knew Drucker would just try and kill him. But Drucker actually has a little secret. This Adam's been the clone the whole time, confirming it with a mark clones have under the eyelid. Adam doesn't like all this bad guy talk. That gets Adam an ass kicking, and Robert forces him into a sin coding so they can find out where the real Adam is. But the Adams had this planned all along, and clone Adam doesn't know where the real Adam went after he took off in his helicopter. They don't stick with that for long though, and Drucker notices the other Adam was with him at Weir's building the whole time. We catch up with the real Adam now planting their bomb at some oxygen tanks. He also cuts the power, and clone Adam attacks Drucker. Wiley screws up again and shoots Drucker through the stomach, but missing Adam? God damn it, Wiley. Clone Adam jumps through a window and gets away. Meanwhile, we get another quick kill as Arnie barges in for his family and shoots Vincent. A dying Drucker sends Talia after them, but real Adam is still able to get his family to the helicopter on the roof. This scene even has a dig at the media.
My daughter is right inside the door. Now, I don't want to expose her to any graphic violence,
She already gets enough of that from the media.
Slam! Robert then sends Wiley to go after Talia, but Drucker calls back to him, shooting and adding Wiley to our list for the final time. Drucker plans to get cloned before he dies, and with the power back on, Robert brings him to the Sin Coder. Real Adam is able to get his family to safety, literally dropping them down right into a cab. He still has to go back to the Weir building though. Be there for you emotionally later, guys. With the building in lockdown, Clone Adam hides in the water with the clone blanks, and scares the shit out of Talia, causing her to shoot through the tank, and also causing a tidal wave of gross clone blanks. Nasty. I think Talia gets strangled here, so I'll add her again, but I don't. The damage to the tank causes Drucker's clone to fail halfway through, but it eventually does come to life and immediately is the biggest dick ever. Adam sneaks up behind deformed Drucker, and the new Drucker starts trying to reason with Adam again. What do you think about reason, Adam? Yeah, I think you're hooped here, Drux. Adam shows the deformed Drucker his new appearance in the mirror, and seeming to have the upper hand, the dying Drucker stabs him in the back. Then the deformed Drucker tries to fight, but resistance is futile. Clone Adam goes to spark up that bomb Real Adam set up earlier, escaping to the roof and way to the other Adam. Security is hot on his ass, but that's okay, because we get a few kills to add. There's this guy right away, and this other guy a little later. Real Adam shows up, and they almost make a clean getaway, but Drucker's back, and shoots Clone Adam in the leg, causing him to fall. Real Adam jumps down to join him, and we get another quick kill as this guy gets shot during the Arnie's powwow. But Clone Adam doesn't care about these security guys, he wants Drucker, flying the helicopter right toward him. But Drucker is able to evade it by jumping down on some glass. And there he goes. That adds Michael Drucker to our kills. And that's also a dummy. I'll add the other Drucker to the list because he probably died by now, and I'll add Robert too because he was passed out in the building for our throw the rest of the budget at it moment when Drucker and Weir's lab / office / whatever blows up in the background of a good guy getaway. With a classic feel-good ending, the Adams come together, with Real Adam assuring Clone Adam that it's his family too. But Clone Adam ultimately has to say goodbye, giving Clara Hank's cat, and he goes to live a life in Argentina on a new business extension for XX Charter. When you lose a business partner, but it's cool because you got a clone. We get a little more cool 2000 CG, and that concludes the movie. So how action-packed was the sixth day? We got 22 kills, 3 explosions, and 2 chase scenes in the sixth day, giving us a total of 27 action events over a 124-minute runtime. This makes it 4th on our list in kills and explosions and tied for 2nd place for chase scenes. Thanks for watching Action Packed. What'd you think of this movie? I thought it was pretty straightforward, but I also thought it was a lot of fun. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the movie or this episode, whatever. Stay safe, everybody.